Hello everybody. This is going to be my first ever video on this channel. It'll be a Hearts of Iron video, as you can see, obviously. And it'll be on the United States. I thought this would be a good starter nation for the channel. I do have a good amount of hours on Hearts of Iron, but I want to make it clear as we start this playthrough that I'm either very average or even probably below average at this game, so there is a chance we could even see defeat in some of our playthroughs. I doubt we will here because the US is a decently easy nation, but you never know. Yeah. I have set up some custom game rules that I thought could make the game more interesting for us. But first I'm just going to say that I play more slow, so I like to micro things when I feel like they need to be microed, but when I feel like they don't need to be microed and it's really not that important, I will just kind of let it go. When it comes to, I guess you could say like roleplay things, I sometimes like to do a tiny bit of roleplay, but it's like 30% roleplay, 70%, you know, gameplay type of thing, so hopefully that's something you're into. If not, then there are definitely other channels out there that I hope would meet your expectations. Yeah. Without further ado, though, let me, I guess, go ahead and get into the video. So, with the custom game roles, we've strengthened Germany, Italy, and Japan. One tick each, since those will most likely be our main enemies, although that isn't guaranteed, as you'll see by the game rules that I've set up. So, we'll start here. I wanted Germany, of course, to be fascist, the Soviets to stay default, so they'll most likely be the same old Soviet Union, Japan default. I wanted to make sure Italy stayed fascist historical to help Germany. I wanted to do this one because I thought it'd be kind of interesting, but I doubt that they'll even get the chance. Chances are Germany will just roll them before they even have the chance to restore the monarchy, but hey, that's the thing. Hopefully Poland will be a little bit stronger here because you'll have the Polish-Lithuania Commonwealth that's going to be formed. That's what Poland's going to try and do at least. I thought it'd be fun to make Australia random, so they could, you know, do fascism, communism, say democratic, whatever else. Canada will be going fascist since they're on our border right here, so I thought that'd be cool. We can fight them. I don't think they'll be significantly difficult, but could be cool. South Africa's random, New Zealand is random, India is random, Hungary is fascist historical, Romania is fascist historical, to make sure that Germany has some allies and isn't, you know, completely weak. Yugoslavia is random. Czechs are historical. Nationalist China is historical. Communist China is random, so they could either go against the nationalists or work with them. Either one's possible. Manchukuo is random, so they could either try and get independence or be fine underneath Japanese rule. Britain got random, so they could be a good ally or they could be a strong enemy. Of course, war with the United States. The Netherlands, I wanted them to continue the war in Botvia, I think is how you say that. So when they capitulate, hopefully they'll be able to continue fighting. Mexico will be random, so again, could be a strong ally, could be a strong enemy. Spain will try and be phalangist, so hopefully ally with Germany, but we'll see. Portugal random, so same thing. Greece is historical, give the Italians someone strong to fight, or decently strong. Bulgaria, historical, another ally for Germany there. Turkey's historical, so they probably will be a non-player until the very end, if we get that far. Lithuania will be monarchist, so hopefully they'll merge with Poland with very little issue. Latvia will be historical, and Estonia will be random. Yeah, Ethiopia will be fascist collaborators, so they will work with the Italians and become a puppet state, hopefully, which should hopefully bolster the Italians in Africa. We'll see, though. And Switzerland will be random, so they could be a complete wild card here, and we will see. So yeah, that is the preset. Nothing else is different. I do only have one mod installed. The one mod is player-led peace conferences. Other than that, it is all vanilla with every DLC. And yeah, we will get started here. So let's go ahead and click. We got Iron Man off, but we have historical AI focuses on. Although again, with all the stuff we've done, I don't know if that matters. But yeah. Anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and click start here, and yeah, get into the United States. I plan on, for the way I plan on taking the United States, I am not 100% sure yet, honestly. I feel like that's something I probably should have figured out before I started, but I think it'd be kind of more fun to figure it out as I go. And maybe even if anyone watches this, you guys can, of course, comment any suggestions, tips, anything like that. Like, if you want me to name a unit after something, or if you want me to name a template after something, or a tank, or a plane, or, et cetera, right? I'll most likely be down to do so. I do prefer like historical names and like kind of like role play-ish names, so that would be preferable. But some silly ones are of course fine too. And I don't think in this episode we'll get far enough to even really to choose. Although I guess this is a pretty big choice here already, right? You choose this one and you're pretty much locked to democracy or communism. Choose this one and you're locked to what? Democracy or fascism, I think? I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Unless it's these. It might be these. I don't know, but I think it's these. I know this one is for like the Confederates, which I don't think I'll do, but we'll see. I think I'll continue the New Deal, which I guess already does lock us down a certain path, I guess. Yeah, so I guess that is the case. But let's see. Is there anything else I think is more pressing? Of course, it's going to be a pretty Navy-centric series. I'm not fantastic with the Navy, to be honest, but I'm not awful either. Yeah, let's continue the New Deal, I think. That'll be the first one. The policies of the New Deal have proven to work. We must not lose our way now. We got good old Roosevelt here. He dislikes Germany. Nice. We got Adolf Hitler. Everyone should be their normal selves and everything. Okay, so first things first, I like to do research. This is all pretty standard stuff, right? You want your basic machine tools, construction 1, and then you're going to want this for the research boost, 3% there. We live in an age when electrical machines can no longer only warm and light us, but can help us think and communicate. Electronics will likely be our key to military intelligence in the coming century. Nice. Okay, so this is our kind of free one here, and it's like, what do we want to do with it? I kind of want to get range improvements. I'm a big fan of range improvements, personally, for the Air Force. But then again, we also do need to work on our Navy. That is true. I plan on making kind of like a less meta Navy. I want to kind of make like a... we'll see how it works, but I want to make kind of like a less meta Navy and more of a, I don't know, I guess you could say a roleplay Navy. I don't know what you'd say, but something like that I think could be kind of cool. Because usually like mine laying and stuff is like not very useful, but I want to kind of maybe make a couple mine layers. We'll see though. We will see. That could change, of course. I'm kind of leaning right now towards the heavy ship, and then maybe the super heavies. I like building them. They're really useless, but they're kind of fun, to be honest. So, but I kind of want to do the heavy ship here, or the all or nothing armor scheme. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, but we can keep looking. Of course, there's artillery upgrades, which are important. Tanks are important too, because we do want to do a bit of tanks. As America, you can kind of do a bit of everything, which is the nice thing about being America. Yeah. Yeah, let's start researching this all or nothing armor scheme. I don't know if that's like the best decision, honestly, but it is the decision we have made. So we're gonna start with civs, of course. And in case you couldn't tell, I'd say a majority of this episode will just kind of be set up, chilling, talking, and hopefully you guys getting to, I guess, understand what type of person I am and the playthroughs I'll be doing. Yeah. So we're going to... I mean, this is a pretty good spot, 80%. We only build one there, though. 80% here, it's always good. Build just a couple civs, and we're probably going to build civs until late 37, early 38, something like that. 1938, of course. Yeah, we'll go to 60%. Sure. So... do this one. That one. We can get one in Louisiana. And we'll just stop it there. That's fine for now. One thing that is always annoying is dealing with these carrier planes. But okay, let's go into our production and see what we can do here. Because I think this is probably gonna be kind of a mess, honestly. But let's see. So right now we're missing carrier fighter, tactical bomber, close air support. Yeah. Oh, there's a plane all the way down here. Which is interesting, but okay, there's a fighter. Always good to produce fighters. And here we have all these ships, which we will produce all of them. I've always been a fan of doing so, personally. I think it's a good idea to produce these. Just because, you know, you have the production already in it. There's no reason really not to, in my opinion. I mean, I guess there are reasons, but... because, you know, you are wasting, I guess you could say, a dockyard, but... I don't see anything wrong with going through and just getting these done. It won't take too long, and it's really not too big of a hassle or anything. So I'm not, you know, upset about it. But okay, so here's what we have so far. We're already lacking chromium, kind of rough. As the U.S., we shouldn't ever have a problem with steel or oil. The other things, though, I'm not honestly too sure about. So let's see what we can do about these missing equipment productions. Tactical bombers, close air support is definitely something we want to make. So if we have an ECAS, first things first, let's disable most of this clutter. So yeah, interwar stuff we definitely don't need. Yeah, so we don't need this, that. There's a carrier airframe right there, though. I don't know if we have another. Yeah, we don't, so... we'll just get rid of it either way, it's fine. We'll build carrier airframes later, it's no big deal, honestly. Here's our medium airframes. Here's our close air support, so we will be building these at least, because it is important to have some CAS coming out. In case you're curious how I do my production, I'm not sure if this is normal or not, but I always like to have my infantry stuff, like, so you'll have infantry equipment, support equipment, you know, and then all the other stuff, artillery, anti-tank, whatever else, right? Then you'll have air. Well, actually, before air, you'll have transportation things, so like trucks, trains, etc. And then below that, you'll have air, and then below that, you'll have navy. Yeah. Speaking of that, reminds me that it would be smart to get rid of these interwar things as well, since we're definitely not going to be using these. There's a bit of a bug here happening, but that's fine. We just need to get a couple more things to pop up here, and the bug will fix itself, so it's no big deal. You can see it here too. It's like cutting off the top of the M1 Grand, but that's fine. I'm thinking we definitely need to start producing trucks and trains, so that's at least 2 more of our mills here. The trucks are definitely more of a future investment. I guess you could say the same thing with the trains, but these are just important things that are going to be very important to our military going forward. So what else can we produce here? Tactical bombers. We might do a tactical bomber. Does this count as a tactical bomber? Yeah, I guess these probably all do. So yeah, we can fix that there. See what happened there. It's a pretty easy fix once you have actually enough stuff. Oh, look, it even fixed everything else. Isn't that nice? Nice. Okay. Let's actually look at the difference between these two real quick. I don't know if you can pull up both or not. No. But you can do this. So soft attack 13 there, soft attack 8, hard attack, piercing, breakthrough. So there's a higher soft attack, lower breakthrough. Yeah, we'll get rid of the combat. No, whoa, did not mean to do that. We're gonna decommission the combat car here and keep in the M2A2. Which I wonder if they... Oh, wow, we got nice pictures here. It's been a long time since I've played the United States. Most of my campaigns are in Germany, or... I occasionally... I've had one other in the United States, but... Most of the games I play actually are modded on Fallout. The Fallout Old World Blues mod, as well as a couple others. So yeah, if you'd like to see any of those, definitely comment below as well. Anyway, sorry, this is probably taking forever, but I told you guys I'd be slow, so I guess, I'm just keeping my word. But anyways, okay, so we do kind of want to produce a medium plane. It is kind of important for us, and this one does look like the one we might want to do here. It's, it can do naval bombing, and it can do tactical bombing. So, yeah, I'm thinking that this is going to be our medium plane here. Now, we are going to have a pretty big shortage on rubber. Also, looking at this, I think we're producing an older fighter, which we are. Let's compare these and see. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this fighter is just worse. So, we're going to throw that one out. And we will replace that one with this. That will slow the production there, but again, it doesn't matter at the start of the game. It's not like we're going to have any wars or anything. Or at least you'd hope not. I guess, who knows, right? But you'd hope not. Now, yeah, let's get this one of these going. We're not going to really produce any of these, to be honest, with our current amount of factories, but it's good just to have a line there. And now we have one extra factory. This other stuff we're not going to care about for right now. These carrier fighters, naval bombers, etc., etc. That's all whatever. Let's just look at what we have a big shortage of. The planes we're not going to worry about for right now. So we can probably just throw it into guns or artillery. Either one would be okay. Let's just do guns, Every army needs guns. The more guns, the better. So yeah, we'll do that. And then let's see our divisions. So this is one of the parts that I hate about playing the U.S. is, these territories abroad, and having to defend these islands has always been something I've struggled with. Having foreign territory like the Panama Canal and Puerto Rico and Hawaii are less of a struggle because they're kind of, I guess you can say, a part of the United States. Like, well, of course Alaska is, but you know what I mean. The Big Red division, very historical division there. Anyways. So we're going to have to look through here, see what we have. Yeah, we even have the Philippines. I forgot about that. Which we are going to have to try and protect them. There's no guarantees on if we'll be able to do so or not, but we will try at least. Where is all of our territory? So, we don't own anything out east. We do own the Panama Canal in Puerto Rico. And then we own a bunch of islands here in the Pacific. So, okay. Let's see all of the troops that are in mainland United States here. So here's all of the mainland troops. 22. So we almost have a full army. And this will be one of our armies, just because they are in the mainland. And we'll give them... We'll give them Dwight. This is going to be an infantry army, so we need someone who's good with infantry here. Mark. So we'll send in Mark here, and we are going to find any... So this cavalry guy, we're not going to want cavalry, but... I don't know if it's worth it to change him this minute. I don't know if that's really worth it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're not going to change him just this minute. We have time. We've plenty of years before we got to get involved in anything. We are going to start training him, though. Get some experience as well as just bolstering our forces. So... Here's Alaska defense. Assuming they just wanted to protect the ports. And just one division, not too bad. So yeah, he's fine on his own there. We will have him train. And we'll sort them all out with generals and things and field marshals once we have them set up somewhere. So this is the Hawaii divisions, which are very important. We want to make sure we hold on to Hawaii, of course. But before we do that, let's take care of our territories out east. So Panama with a division who's really weak, equipment-wise at least. You can see he's missing large amounts of infantry equipment, artillery, and support equipment. Speaking of, are we producing support equipment? Yeah, we are. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So we will put these guys in the same group, and we will give them the defense order to defend ports in this area. So yeah, they're going to be part of the same group here. This is France, right? Who owns this? Yeah. Okay. They will train as well. Okay. Now let's see who all is left. So the Attu Islands. We will actually put them as a part of the Hawaiian one because, you know, the Attu Islands stretch right out there. So, or sorry, not the Hawaiian one, the Alaskan one. So the Alaskan and the Hawaii guys will be on the same. I keep saying Hawaii. The Alaska and the Attu guys will be on the same here. So the Attu divisions are worse, I believe, right? Yeah, so we have 3. What's our normal division? Oh, wow. Yeah, pretty good here. Not bad. You probably want to make these 7-2s. But yeah, not bad. These are definitely very weak units, but they got shovels and they got infantry, so it's all good. Okay. Now Hawaii. Hawaii can have the same defense force as like these surrounding islands. So this one, and this one. They'll all be probably part of the same command. Maybe even this one too. Probably that one. Midway and this one deserve probably their own, if I had to guess. This is Midway, right? No, that's Wake. So where is Midway? Guam. Midway. There's Midway. Yeah, I might just make them all a part of the Hawaii Guard, honestly. Let's see. Oh, well, we have the Philippine Division too. That'll definitely be its own thing at least. And we'll just give it the order to sit on that port right here in the capital of Manila. It's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Yeah, I think these two can be grouped into one here. And they can start training. Give them their order to defend the 2 islands they're sitting on. And then I think all of these guys will be grouped into the same group here. Okay, do that. Start training them. And then we will tell them all to guard their retrospective islands. Which hopefully won't result in them doing any, you know, weird flip-flopping or anything. Because I do like that right now their names, you know, line up with what they're actually guarding. But it's fine even if they do some flip-flopping, I don't mind very much, honestly. So that's all of our troops taken care of. We will be, of course, actually, you know, working on this more thoroughly once we get closer to actual conflict. We'll put those into more organized groups. So, but for now, that's how they'll be. We already have Marines. That's good. Okay. Anyways, let's now look at the Navy, which is going to be very, very awful. Because, you know, the idea of having a Navy, you know, for the Pacific and one for the Atlantic is definitely very difficult for me. But let's try this out. So we have a bunch of subs, or a decent amount here, which is good. Of course, they're all garbage subs, but garbage subs are better than no subs. Okay, so we will start this as our base for our Pacific fleet. Yeah, that'll be the base for the Pacific fleet. I kind of want to merge. Yeah, I don't know. Wow. Okay, so that's a lot of battleships there, and then here's our carriers, cruisers, more cruisers, destroyers, destroyers, destroyers. There's a lot of heavy stuff in this group, so I don't know, but I do like to death stack with my units, but yeah, okay, okay, so, okay. See, there's a lot of battleships in here. Let's take some of those at least and move them here. We'll take 2 of the carriers and put them here. Final carrier can go here. Speaking of, where are these guys parked? Because they're parked on the west coast, which they are. We will need for them to move to the east coast. Move there. So that way we actually have our east coast and our west coast guys in the right spot. Let's go ahead and take, 2 of these guys, and once we've sent them all, we can, look again and make sure that we think we've organized everything right, because you want the right amount of big ships and small ships, so you don't have any problems. We do want our Pacific fleet to be bigger, though, just because I'm pretty sure that makes sense. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to quickly do that so I wasn't spending all of our time trying to organize the Navy, but I have the fleets going where I'd like them to. I've organized the submarine fleets, put a couple of admirals in charge, and that is that. We'll look at that when they all merge and see what we need to do, and probably train some of them as well. The final thing we will do inside of this episode is we will look at our Air Force, see what is going on here, see if there's anything we can do to make this a little more manageable. Yeah, the naval, the carrier fleets, nothing we can do about those right now. We don't have any production, sadly. I'm thinking we delete this fighter group. They have nobody pretty much, and that would help the other fighter groups form. This medium bomber needs to go too. There's no medium bombers in there. Other than that, I would say these are fine. Although this medium bomber, B6A. Huh. Yeah, this medium bomber might go to... Yeah, this one's gonna go too. We're gonna get this one out of here. And then all the rest of these will train. Or not right now, but we'll train them probably here in a second. Okay. Other than that, though, that is everything for the first episode in the setup. And that is the situation, yeah. You can see here, we got the whole world, and I'm excited to see how this playthrough goes. I'm hoping that if any of you are still here, that you have enjoyed, the setup here. I know it was kind of scuffed, but in the future I will, of course, try and learn and do better. But yeah, that was our setup so far for the first episode of the United States. I'm not sure what my upload schedule will be, but next time I upload, I will be making a part 2 to this series. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, definitely do leave a comment saying what you'd like to see, suggestions, anything like that. Leave a like and subscribe if you really enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see more. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for watching. Yeah. Anyways, I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and see you guys next time.